YouTubers, what is going on? Thank you for stopping by, and as always, I hope this video finds you well. If you're new here, my name is 𝐀𝐫𝐫𝐫𝐶. This is the Cuban Redneck DIY channel, where we make cooking and grilling videos on Tuesdays and DIY stuff for all types on Fridays. If you're here looking for DIY stuff, don't be disappointed. Just click on the title of the channel, where you will find a dedicated playlist to every topic that we cover. Today, we're going to be making another dessert, and this one is a classic. I'm talking about Arroz con leche. I'm going to be making a hybrid Cuban-American version of it. Not your standard arroz con leche or rice pudding. So check this out. Alright, so we're going to be making arroz con leche or rice pudding. We obviously have to make some rice, but unlike some of the other rice pudding recipes on YouTube, I am not going to focus on making the rice. I personally think the leftover rice works just fine, and I'm going to show you how. But before we get there, let's talk about ingredients.
Okay, for this arroz con leche recipe, we are going to need 1 1/4 cup of uncooked rice, or about 3 cups of pre-cooked rice, 1 can of evaporated milk, 1 can of sweet condensed milk, 3 cups of whole milk, 3 sticks of cinnamon, 2 to 3 pieces of clove, and a 1.5 ounce pack of the secret ingredient, one which we will get to in due time.
Alright, for me, making perfect rice has nothing to do with how much water, but actually the water level. What you want to have is about 3/8 of an inch, which is roughly your pinky. You want to have that much water above the rice. This doesn't matter if you're making 1 cup, 2 cups, 3 cups. If you put 1 pinky of water above the level of the rice, you're always going to get perfect rice. So we're going to put this on high. We're going to let it come to a boil. We're going to reduce it to half, or 50%. And once the water touches the rice level, or matches the rice level, we're going to put a lid on it, and we're going to put it on low for 15 minutes.
Now the rice is going to need about 10 minutes to get tender, but in the meantime we're going to start with our tres leches sauce. So deposit the evaporated milk, the whole milk, and the condensed milk into a large skillet with a lid. I'm not going to say you can't make this on a tall narrow saucepan, but in my experience a large skillet is a lot less prone to sticking. Once the condensed milk is fully dissolved, we can add the cinnamon sticks and the cloves. Set the stove to medium-low and bring it to a slow simmer.
Okay, our milk is starting to warm up. It's steaming up a little bit. We do not want this to boil, but it is time to share my secret ingredients. What is my secret ingredients? It is quick oats. I personally prefer the maple and brown sugar, but this time around we're going to stick to a little bit more traditional taste with the cinnamon and spice.
After adding the instant oats, we can add the rice. Mix everything well. We need to cook this for about 30 minutes over medium-low heat. You also need to stir it every once in a while and clean the bottom of the skillet just to make sure nothing is sticking. At the 30-minute mark, I decided at the last minute to add 1 cup of raisins. This is optional, but it adds yet another layer of flavor to the dish. Cook for another 10 to 15 minutes, turn off the heat, put the lid on, and let it rest on top of the stove until cool. A few hours later, it is time to move our rice pudding to a container. We need to chill this on the fridge for 3 to 4 hours. It is essential to point out that I have added an additional 3 cups of milk and a light dusting of cinnamon. This is up to taste. Without further ado, it is time for a taste test.
Guys, I have to tell you, this is right on point. The rice is perfect. The fact that we put it in, we didn't overhydrate the rice. What happened is it ended up sucking in all the milk sauce. The 3 milk combination is a winner. The raisins give it another notch. It has a really nice pronounced unmistakable note of cinnamon, and the oats gives it a creaminess that is like buttery. Completely, even if you don't like arroz con leche, this is a recipe you need to try. I'll see you next week with a new video. Please support this channel by subscribing, liking, and sharing. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. Thank you.